Hey guys, welcome to the live stream for the month of April. I hope I'm looking at into the camera and not in the screen. And if you're there, just start giving your questions in the live comments and live messages or anything, and I'll just reply to you as usual. Before that, before getting into the chat, until you guys come here, I'll talk about my current reads. Okay, now this is the book which I've finished latest. It is Will Grayson by John Green and David Levitin. I actually picked up this book just on a whim. It was not at all in my reading plan for the month, if you ask me. I just grabbed it up one day after I finished An Abundance of Captains, which was like super funny. But this book, it is like kind of close to my heart also. Malavika M is there. Hello, bro. Hi, Malavika. What are you reading currently? Vishwanathan is here. Hello, Vishwanathan. Okay, what have you guys been reading, and how are the books that you're reading? Thank you for joining the live so quick this time over compared to the others. Okay, I'll talk about my current reads until I get the further comments. Okay, you can type it. It'll just occur like a few seconds delayed for me because of the latency issues. So this one was like amazing. I think this is probably my next favorite John Green book after Turtles All the Way Down. It used to be The Fault in Our Stars after Turtles All the Way Down, but now it's definitely this one, not even Turtles All the Way Down. Sorry, The Fault in Our Stars for me. And then the first one which I'm currently reading is this one. Okay, it is Muse of Nightmares by Laini Taylor. I started it on the 1st of April, and I've been reading it very slowly. I don't know why, and I'm just like halfway through the book. I'm sure that I will finish it by the end of the month, but I don't know why I'm taking so much time to read it. It's not even slow in any way. It's really good. Okay, I've got a question now. Okay, let's see the question. Currently reading the Everyday Hero Manifesto. That's great. Please tell me how it is and how you're feeling about it. Malavika M is saying, I've just started reading An Ember in the Ashes. That's great. I'm sure you're going to love that series if you continue on with it. Okay, the first book might seem like normal, just like any other YA book towards the beginning, but as the plot builds on, especially from the second book, I can definitely say that The Ember Quartet is one of my favorites now because I love the characters, I love the writing of the author, I love the pacing in which it is written compared to anything else. It is really good in that way. So, the next book that I'm reading is The Huge Mammoth, Insomnia by Stephen King. I'm holding it here because I'm not able to see it here because of the comments that are running here. So, this one is definitely taking so much of my time. Okay, it is like freakishly slow. I'm not even 300 pages into the almost 800 page book, and it is taking so much time. Okay, but I'm proud of myself for reading this because of one main reason. I have not given up on the book, and I have not DNF'd it yet. I've done that many times before when it comes to Stephen King's books, but this time over I'm not doing that, and I'm really happy that I'm not doing it also. Another thing which I've decided for this book for sure is that it doesn't matter if I finish it in April or not. I'm going to take my sweet time and read it slowly. I just want to finish the book and how to say, experience it rather than DNF it and not want to read it anymore at all. Even if it takes more than a month for me, I don't care. I just want to read it slowly and finish it. That's all that matters. Let's wait and see how it's going to go. And do we have any comments? Do we have any questions? Okay, I don't think that many people are here. It says that okay, I can see that there are 6 people online watching the video, but I've got only comments from 2 other people. Do you have any specific questions, guys, or what are the movies or shows that you watched very recently that I know of? And yeah. Malavika is asking, did you watch the Heartstopper series? I loved it. Okay, I actually started watching it last night, and I watched 5 episodes continuously. And after that, I just felt sleepy. Okay, it was not with the series. I was tired from the day's work, and I did not want to, how to say, lose my sleep and watch it miserably. I'm having 3 more episodes after finishing this live. That is my plan for tonight. I'm going to finish watching Heartstopper, and I also plan to make a review video for that tomorrow. That is, I'll be filming it tomorrow, and probably it will be coming out next week. Let's just wait and see. I'm not giving any assurances, but my plan is that to finish watching Heartstopper today and review it tomorrow. Oh. Any thoughts on Tom Topple? I'm actually reading Insomnia for Tom Topple only, and if I finish Muse of Nightmares also, I'm going to count it for Tom Topple because it's also over 500 pages in length. HBR says, Happy World Book Day. Thank you so much. Happy World Book Day. I'm so sorry that I did not wish you guys in the beginning itself, and very happy World Book Day to every one of you. I didn't even make a post today. That's horrible. I'll try to do it after the live. Okay. And thank you for reminding me, HP. Shaktishri says, Helena, your bookshelf tour was awesome. Thank you so much because I worked so hard for the bookshelf tour. I don't think any other video in my channel has taken me that long and that much effort to make it look good. This was the, how to say, it was the result of a long time of hard work, and I'm so happy and glad that you watched it and you liked it also. Aaron Anthony is here. Hi, Aaron Anthony, and hearts for you too. Let me show the hearts properly. Hearts for you too. Now, next. Shaktishri says, my current read is And Then the Venom by Agatha Christie. Okay, I've read only that one. Okay, only that one by Agatha Christie, and I even have a review of it. I think I read it like 2 years past. Yeah, in 2020 when the pandemic was at its peak, I read it then, and I'm planning to read more of Agatha Christie sometime soon. Let's just wait and see. If you have any specific recommendations that are just as good as and then the Venom or some other books, please do let me know because I'm looking for them. Following IPL, no, I don't watch sports. Okay, I know it's a very unpopular thing to do, especially cricket in our country, but I don't watch sports. Okay, I'm not a sporty person, so no, it doesn't happen like that. And another thing, another main reason why I don't follow sports or anything like that is because at the end of the day, any sports is just a competition, and I'm kind of very competitive. And if my side loses, I just feel so bad. I feel very drained out, and I don't want all those negative emotions on top of everything that I feel. So no, I don't follow sports. It was like a stretched out answer, but yeah, kind of true. Next, do we have any other questions, guys? I got really good, interesting questions in the how to say continuously, and now it's a pause. Uh, what was that hand sign you were doing? Okay, it's the heart sign. I also did not know that it was the heart sign. I just googled it like 2 to 3 days past, and I got to know that instead of this, people are doing this now. And I knew that people are doing this, but I did not know what that meant. It seems like a Koreans how to say how the Koreans show hearts, and it's far simpler, right? So I've decided to use that instead. And even like 10 minutes back before the live, my brother asked me, "Do you know what this means?" And that's the main reason I used it here also. Anand is here. Hello, Anand. How are you? What are you reading now? And any other things going on? I'm actually really liking this live today. I don't know why, but I love it. Book lovers here. I'm a beginner at classic. Any quick recommendations, please? I myself am a very beginner at classics. I've not read that many classics at all, so I don't think I'm a person who's up to recommend classics in any way. Sorry for that. But I'll tell you some classics which I enjoyed and read, okay, which I read and enjoyed. The first one is Little Women. It was amazing. It is also very easy to read, and it just makes you feel so comfortable. So Little Women is definitely one by Louisa May Alcott, and the next one is The Great Gatsby. I read The Great Gatsby last year. It is like very classic in its tone. That's what I can say. Obviously, it's a classic. So yeah. Next, Shaktishi says, my suggestions would be Murder on the Orient Express and Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie, Queen of Crimes. Yeah, I know that she's the queen of crime mystery. Sorry, crime novels. I want to read more. Thank you for the recommendations. I've heard about Murder on the Orient Express a lot. Let's just wait and see. And even the movie of what's that called? Death on the Nile. That was just available on Hotstar like last week or so. So I'll probably read that too. I don't know. I just keep on saying that I'll read stuff. Let's wait and see. Okay. Okay. Thought that sign was something from the John Green book you showed. Actually, my brother asked me the same thing after showing this. Only after he said that itself, my dumbass thought that okay, this is kind of the same sign. Okay, you can see right, it forms kind of a heart, and it's like two thumbprints because we have two Will Graysons who are written by two different authors. It's crazy. Okay, a lot of coincidences just in like 30 minutes of time, which is great. Shakti Shri asks some graphic novel recommendations. Okay, graphic novels. I'd first suggest Heartstopper. Okay, read Heartstopper. It is like everything. So read Heartstopper first, and after Heartstopper, there is this novel called Mimetic. It's adult though. It is adult grimdark. Your name says B, so I think you are 18 and above. So you can read Mimetic by Eric Donovan and someone else. I don't remember the other author's name. And I think I have a specific favorite graphic novels that I read in 2020 list. Please do check out that video if you're interested. I'm not able to think of anything so suddenly. That's why I'm not able to. I'm just asking you to check out the video. Please check it out if you're interested. I'm sure You will find some recommendations there. Book lover of all time asks, do you watch any other booktubers? I watch a lot of booktubers. My favorites are Sam from Thoughts on Tombs, Murphy Napier, Elliot Brooks, Daniel Green, and Manpreet from Indian Booktuber. All these are like my all-time favorite booktubers. I'll probably watch all of their videos. So that's great. Anand asks, says currently reading Palace of Illusions. That's great. I've heard a lot of amazing things about the Palace of Illusions, but I've not read it though. And Anthony says, yeah, such a great alignment of coincidences. Yeah, they are. Vishnu says, watched Fantastic Beasts. I am not interested after dropping Johnny Depp. I am also not that much interested, but this movie is The Secrets of Dumbledore, who's like one of my all-time favorite characters. Okay, Dumbledore. I don't know who doesn't like Dumbledore, right? So I'll definitely watch it, but I'm not sure whether I'll be going to the theater or I'll wait until it's available in some OTT and watch. But I'm definitely going to watch it. Booklover of all time asks, do you know about 50 Shades trilogy? I know about it. I even have the books somewhere packed down in my how to say in my house, but I've not read the books. I have not watched the movies yet. Sorry, okay, my net just disconnected for a second. If there are right, there are many. The Harry Potter movies also. They are many. I'll just look at my bookshelves, okay? Not able. So suddenly. There are many Netflix movies, right? I'll try to think of some. Okay, if you can just ask the same question a few minutes after, that might something which shall come from the back of my head afterwards. Why not continuing Harry Potter books? I have finished reading Harry Potter books. I just don't own all of them with me. And Anthony asks, I saw that you have Host by Stephanie Meyer. Will you read Twilight? I will not. I don't think I will read Twilight because I heard only really negative things about it. How to say it, based on how the world is right now. I knew that it was like a cult thing back then, like a decade back or so, but now it is not as much. So I don't think I'll be reading Twilight, but I am interested in watching the movies because that doesn't take that much time and it doesn't have that much substance also. I don't think books have sorry adaptations of books have all that substance that a book can have because we build everything in our head, right? I'm sure every reader thinks that also. Shakti Shri asks, any trilogy recommendations? Any trilogies? Okay, you can read the Truly Devious trilogy by Maureen Johnson. That is great. I have a lot of trilogies on my shelf. Just a minute. The Ramchandra trilogy is great. The Kalki trilogy by Kevin Mussel is great. And obviously Hunger Games. The last book sucks, but the first two are great. And his Dark Materials is awesome. Okay, it's like a perfect trilogy if you ask me. Infernal Devices. How can I forget Shadowhunters? Infernal Devices is definitely one. Dark Art Forces is even more intricate. There are many. Okay, there are many. Your all-time favorite quote from books. My all-time favorite quote is from Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, which is when people say, one second, I'm just rephrasing the quote in my head. Okay, when people say impossible, they usually mean improbable. That's a line said by one of the characters called Stormhaunt in Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. That is definitely one of my all-time favorite quote because it inspires and motivates me to do all the stuff that I want to do continuously. And Anthony says Shadow Moon. Yeah, Shadow Moon Boon trilogy is also a great recommendation. It's great according to me, but for many people it's not. And Anthony, yeah, Infernal Devices also. Actually, I am sorry for not saying that first hand compared to any other books or any other trilogies in specific. HP asks, how many books are there currently in your collection? I definitely don't know. Okay, it must be somewhere between 250 and 300. Okay, between these two numbers. I just published my bookshelf tour, the video in the video before this one, so you can go to that video and count of the books as I show it to you or something. Okay, I don't know the exact number. That's what I'm trying to say. Completed PS series. Actually, I have not. Okay, I'm still in the same stage that I read the first two books in 2020, and after that, I did not get to the series at all. But my plan is to finish reading the series before the movie comes out. The first movie comes out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I hope that I do. Book lover of all time. Tips for reading more books because I'm so busy at studying right now. I'd say that allocate a certain amount of time every day for reading, say half an hour, and commit yourself to doing only reading during that half an hour and not divert yourself with anything else. Audiobooks are a great way to go. Okay, if you don't have that much time, audiobooks are just excellent. Okay, ever since I started working, I have how to say, I have read a lot more mainly because of audiobooks, because after school and college life you don't have as much time as you think you do. At the same time, you don't have as much energy to do something out of work also. I think audiobooks are like a boon for people who work and want to read. So that's a great tip. HP says, I always enjoy joining your live as you always answer my questions. I answer everyone's questions. Thank you for joining me here and saying it out loud here. Thank you so much. Sendil Velanataisen says, bro, did you complete Percy Jackson books? That's a great question, okay? I knew that this question was going to come in this live because it comes in each and every live. You can just go back and see in the previous lives that I did in the previous months also. At least one person asked me to read Percy Jackson, or if I have read Percy Jackson in the past. I just started listening to the first book of Percy Jackson last night, and I'm just like 1 hour in, 3 chapters in. So far, it is nice. I'm not saying that it is really good or not good at all. I've just started. I don't have that many great thoughts, but I am planning to, how to say, read those continuously. Hmm. Anand asks, is Shiva Trilogy a beginner-friendly book? It is. Okay, it's not difficult to read. It is very easy. I can say that the first book is great. The second book is like excellent. The third one is good but not great. So yeah, it is beginner-friendly. You can read it definitely if you are a beginner. It's not difficult to read or anything. What make you book lover of India? Also of all time asks, what makes you attracted to books? Any childhood incident? My mother always used to take me to the library when I was very young, like in third or fourth standard, and she'd let me borrow one book. I've told this story like hundreds of times in the channel already. Yet you're asking, so I'm saying this. That's one of the main reasons why I have this love for books, and also my mom was a book lover. My brother loves reading books. My father also reads books at times. So it's a family thing, and I'm like hardcore in it. So yeah, that's the reason. Um, Shaktishi says, first you shouldn't finish Pony and Sylvan. No, it is a magical world. You, oh, I have to finish. Okay, my all-time favorite when it comes to Tamil fiction. Okay, I will definitely read it. Okay, if I read Pony and Sylvan, there is definitely going to be a Tamil review of it. That is going to be published here. Just wait and see. I'm not sure whether I'll be posting reviews for each and every book separately or like one whole thing, but I will definitely do it. Nathma and Book says, hey guys, joining the live from Sri Lanka. Thank you so much, Nathma, for joining here from Sri Lanka. I hope you're all doing well. Sindhil Velan says, bro, did you read Silent Patient? No, I did not read The Silent Patient, but people keep on asking me, so I think I must at times, because usually you guys are really good with giving recommendations for me, and I've mostly not ended up not liking any of the books that you have said, so I should probably read The Silent Patient, Silent Patient pretty soon. I'm blubbering like that. I don't know why. And Anthony says, you said once that you'd love to be in Japan. Why so? Okay. I don't know. I have just this affinity towards Japan in some way or the other. They are how to say, it is a culture which has an order, right? They have an order to do everything, and they are like well disciplined, and that's the thing I think which will help me so much when it comes to my character, my personality itself, because I want things to be in a certain way. Even if someone comes and moves a pen or a pencil, my mind will be messed up and I will not be able to do the work that I want to do in the proper way until I go and correct it properly. I am that kind of a person, so I think my mentality will be really good to that of that culture, and I want to experience it at least for some time in my life. So that's why. Hari Mystery says hi. MJ says your MJ is here. Hi MJ. Hari Mystery says my current read is Chetan Bhagat's 400D. I've not heard about that book. I've not heard about that specific book by Chetan Bhagat, but I think it's well. Hari Mystery says please read my cheat. Cheat? You mean comment? Pick one, fiction or non-fiction. Fiction. Okay, fiction. Non-fiction is this damn life, so fiction needs to be there. Book lover of all time. So now you don't go to library and take books. It's been like years since I went to the library. Ever after I finished college, I have not gone to the library even once. It's been over 3 years now, so no. Nowadays I don't. I can't say that. I'm not proud about it, but I don't. Krishna Badway. Hi Krishna Badway. Hi. HP. When did you read An Astonishing Color of After by Emily? When will you read? I think I'll be reading it pretty soon. I'm planning to read it this year, not any specific time, but I definitely want to read it. That's why I bought it, obviously. I will read it soon, okay? I'll read it soon. Book lover of all time, read any Jane Austen books? No, I tried reading Pride and Prejudice. I did not understand the thing for the first half of the book, then I DNF'd it 2 years back again, and ever since I've not picked it up again. But I have this dream to finish all of Jane Austen's books. I know that they have a lot of value, so I definitely want to read them. Do you read Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Brannell? No, I have not read it yet, but I wanted to back then. And then Sonali from Melodramatic Bookworm said that it is good but not that great. I am not. I don't think I have that much time to read a book which is good but not great after knowing about it. So I'll probably not. I'm not sure though. Um, Arn Anthony says, is everything well in Sri Lanka, Neetma? Neetma, prayers from all of us. Yeah, definitely. I hope that every one of you guys is doing well in Sri Lanka. Um, Neetma has just replied. I'll read it out to you guys if you are not able to see it now. Yeah, hard time but doing well. The bad part is books are really expensive because they are mostly imported from UK. We faced the same problem during the pandemic last year. Mostly books were not available. Even if they were like super expensive, and I had to spend so much in order to build my collection far back in 2020. I'm not comparing that with this. I'm just trying to say that yeah, these things happen and they will pass, so let's just hope so. MJ says, read Rhythm Roger and Secrets of Electin by Himanshu Rai. It's an awesome book. Must read. I'll try it, MJ. Okay. Previously said, I had read One Arranged Marriage by Chetan Bhagat. You would read Chetan Bhagat book. I'm sorry, I should read. Okay, I'll try to read. Okay, I'll try to read it. Cynthia Wayland Davidson says, to tell you a boring read. Okay, a boring read of mine. I don't know. Okay, most of it are like not. I'm sorry. Okay, a mosquito just came by. That's why I had to wave my hand at it. I've not read that many boring books. I'm not able to think of anything exactly. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. That was horrible. It was very boring. They just want to do it continuously. There was nothing else in that book except that. Rimsky says, please read the structure of why instance fall down and give review, please. I don't even understand the name. Please comment the proper spelling if you can. Um, Saw your review on Chapter 1 Bookstore and the other recently. Can you share your experience? Both were horrible. Chapter 1 Bookstores, for being such a big brand, they did not deliver the book on time. It was like 5.5 months, 5.5 months later after I like placed the order. If I had placed the order on Amazon, it just cost like 100 rupees more, and I could have gotten the book in like 2 or 3 days max. So I'm definitely not going to purchase from them. So that was like a very horrible experience. Even the queries that they replied were not at all consistent. I had to DM continuously, like spam them and then get replies. And the next one was 98 Books Cart, which is obviously a rip-off name from 99 Books Cart. And I saw that the book's prices were low, and I just wanted to give it a try. And how to say, I like did my time. It served me well. I'm not going to buy from them. Central says, bro, can you tell booktuber recommendations? Booktuber recommendations. I just talked about some of my favorite booktubers before. After I finish the live, please do go forward and check it out after backing up. Okay, please. I don't want to talk about the same things because there are many comments. Sorry. Your favorite autobiography. As of now, I can say Becoming by Michelle Obama is awesome. Okay, it is very inspiring and like anyone can read it and get anything from out of it. So that's definitely one. Book lover of all time, any book you prefer to watch movie first and read book later? As of now, I don't have anything like that. Yeah, as of now, I don't have anything like that. Harimsti says, which is your favorite fiction book? There are many, okay? There are many. There are literally many, so I cannot name one. Neetma and books asks, what's the best and the worst book you read in the year so far? The best book which I read is Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. I've not stopped talking about it. You heard that sound which I made, right? It was awesome. It was my first Alice Oseman read, and I'm so grateful that I read a book by that author, and I definitely want to read all of her books. Yeah, it is. It's just awesome. That's my that's the best book that I've read so far. Worst? Is there a worst book? I don't think there was anything that was so bad that I can say it as worst. So no. I'm not trying to be diplomatic, okay? I'm just saying that I've read only good books this year so far. HP says, who's your favorite character from John Green books? Favorite character? I can say both of the Will Graysons from Will Grayson. I just loved both of them. That's the main reason I was able to read the book continuously, and I just enjoyed each and every bit of it. So definitely, Will Grayson and Will Grayson are my favorite John Green characters so far. I can say Will Grayson because the other Will Grayson belongs to David Levithan, so no. Harimusti says, please read the structure or why things don't fall down and review. I've not heard about it, but I'll try to look it up somewhere. uh, Book lover of all time asks, bro, please reply my question. What question? Because I think I have replied to all of your comments. If I did not, please try to what's that called? Try to recommend the question. I'll definitely reply again. Your go-to book, my go-to book as of at this point, if you ask me, I'll obviously say Radio Silence, because that book is. I'd like to be a part of that book. It is that good. Okay, it is like that close to my heart as of now. And also, I can say Anxious People. It is beautiful. Okay, I don't want to be inside Anxious People. I don't want to be a part of that book, but it is definitely going to be a go-to book. I can see it. Okay, I want to read that book. I reread that book and annotate it because it was gorgeous. Okay, the comments have stopped coming. Let's wait and see. I think they will come. I'm going to take a sip of water for that. Hari Musli asks, sorry, but what is your current age? I'm 23 now. I'm going to turn 24 this year. As of now, I'm like 23 and a half, I can say. Exactly. WTF moments in recent reads. Okay, I read When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi 1 week back, and it is a medical memoir, so there are like graphic descriptions of surgeries. There were some things which I just saw, and I'm so glad that I did not want to be. I did not become a doctor, or I did not score enough to go and study to become a doctor, because they were like horrifying. Okay, they were. It was like body horror, so I had like many WTF moments in that. So that's definitely so. Recently, Anthony asked, which is the current series you're watching? I'm obviously watching Heartstopper. I'll finish it tonight. And apart from that, I'm watching Moon Knight. I have not caught up on with this week's episode. And I and my brother, we started watching How I Met Your Mother last month end. And now, just today, before starting this live, we started the 5th season. So we are like 4 seasons in, five seasons yet to go. So yeah, these are like some shows which I'm currently watching. Hari Mystery says, please review Holy Sister. I'm going to read Red Sister in May, and I'm planning to review all the 3 books in the series, so I'll try to. Book lover of all time. My question was, which fictional character you think you want to be? I don't know. I don't think I want to be any fictional character, because I'm happy with who I am, because there are many abilities that I have. I've not at all seen in some other people. That is like an exact reflection. So I don't want to be any specific fictional character. But there's one fictional character whom I'd like to be like. It is Magnus Bane, obviously. Potter's Gang. Hi, Potter's Gang. Please review Holy Sister. I replied for that, I think. Anand says, any major tip to stay consistent to finish a book? Major tip, you mean? Okay, major tip to stay consistent to finish a book. Just keep on reading. That's the main tip, I'd say. And read for at least 15 minutes to half an hour each and every day. That's great. WTF, why the face? If you know who. Yeah, I know who that is. It's obviously one of the best dad characters ever. Phil Dunphy. Folklore of all time. You read any Holly Black books? I think I've read only one Holly Black book, which is The Cruel Prince alone. I did not continue on with the series. I don't know why. It was good. It was not great, but it was good. But I'm not planning to read that series anyhow. So yeah, that's that. Uh, I read Folk of Air trilogy. Okay, I've read the first book in that trilogy. Yeah. Nathman says, hey, have you read Turtles All the Way Down by John Green? If so, what do you think about it? Okay, I have read Turtles All the Way Down. I read it 4 years back. Yeah, 3 to 4 years back. It is one of my all-time favorite. Yeah, 4 years back. 4 years back. It is one of my all-time favorite books. Okay, I relate to that book so much because it is about OCD, and it is definitely not an easy read to get through. I'm sorry if you're not. I'm not audible clearly because the train is just running out there, and it just sucks. Okay. Yeah, I love Turtles all the way down. That's definitely a book which I relate to like the most, the main character the most, because I'm also kind of an obsessive person. So that's that. I love it. Okay, I love it. That's my opinion on the book. Um, Burbox excuses. Create WhatsApp or Telegram group. Many of you guys have been asking me to create a Telegram book group. I'll try to. The main reason why I'm hesitant to create is because people start how to say sharing pirated things in a Telegram group site. That obviously happens, and I don't think I want to be a source for that. So that is that. You have any pet? I don't have any pets, but I very badly want a dog. Okay, in our apartment, in our building, pets are not allowed. People grow fish. Okay, like fish can do something. They are considered to be pets and they are allowed to be grown, but dogs we can't. I love dogs, by the way. I even have a video on books that have dogs in them. I like dogs that much. Nietman book says, yeah, me too, definitely Magnus Babe. Yeah, Magnus Babe. He's like he's like the best. He's like the great Magnus Babe. He's magnificent. Bobox60 says, your favorite booktuber. My favorite booktuber is Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. She's my all-time favorite. Hmm. Honest Talk says, which is your favorite series book? You mean book series? Okay, I'll say the Shadowhunter Chronicles as of now because that's the longest series that I've read so far, and there are many. The Grishavers is obviously another favorite. There are many others. Whoa, big questions suddenly. Most relatable character matching your characteristics. Francis from Radio Silence is definitely a character whom I relate with so much. Okay, she is basically a female version of me in high school. So Francis from Radio Silence, like like very very hardcore. I think it'll match like 90% easily. The bookish people. Anushka from Anushka Reads started Telegram group and people started chatting themselves, and she was so overwhelmed she even put stories about it on Insta. So I understand your hesitation. Yeah, that's the main thing. Okay, and I'm also kind of a very introverted and private person. I don't. This is good for me because I'm interacting with you people like this, but telegrams and WhatsApp groups are like completely different, and most of the times what happens is the conversation goes off track and the purpose of creating that particular thing just goes off rails. And the only group where I'm a part of when it comes to books also is my book club, which we started last December, and we talk about books only in that group, and if not books, it is about something which we all have some knowledge of. No personal things mostly, so that's a great thing. So yeah, I went off track now. And Anthony says, do you miss school days? I mean, all the years passed. We are graduating, and on Monday, school life is wrapped up. What do you do what do you do when nostalgic? When I'm nostalgic, I just watch some very old songs which I used to like when I was in school. Okay, so that is a great thing for me to just go back to that time. Or if I'm like completely okay, I'll text some of my school friends. My school friends are like my best friends even now. I don't have that. I don't have even that many how to say friends that I contact with on a regular basis from college. I only have really good, amazing school friends, so yeah, I can understand that. That will be nostalgia when you leave school. Whether you liked it or not, there will be at least like a little bit of nostalgia. And have you read Tuesdays with Mori by Mitch album? Your views on that? I've read it. It is like super inspiring, and it is also very emotional. Okay, there is at least I'm sure that everyone will cry to at least a little bit. At least a tear will come to your eyes, the surface of your eyes, while you read that book. It's like that. Mm. Do you think in Harry Potter books, or most of them, JK are trying and create trying to create an attack on Hogwarts or Harry's friend, and Harry is going to help them and rescue them? That's basically the plot of the entire series, right? So there's that. Um, Abhirami Esna's favorite Indian booktuber. Obviously, Manpreet from Indian booktuber. She's my all-time favorite when it comes to Indian booktubers because she's the OG Indian booktuber. Okay, that is. I don't think there was anyone who started booktubing before her in India, and most of her videos are like very original, so I like them for that. And she talks a lot about Indian books, and if I want to read some very good Indian books, I just go forward and look for recommendations from her channel because she goes like great recommendations when it comes to Indian books. And also in specific, I can say non-fiction books, not just Indian non-fiction books, but non-fiction books in general. I like her recommendations very much, and they have helped me in the past. And Yeah, she's my favorite Indian booktuber. Burbox 60. Have you read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Yeah, I have read the first two books in the trilogy and I've not read the third one. I started it last year and I was not able to finish it. I don't know why. Arnatini says Heli. Yeah, I used to watch Heli's videos before, but nowadays her videos are not booktube related mostly at all, right? I like people who keep a niche and follow it properly rather than doing it in always. If it works for them, it's great for them. But if I'm not able to relate to it, I don't watch the videos. So nowadays I don't watch Haley's videos. So yeah, I have watched Haley's videos like regularly past in the past while I was in college or something. And while her channel blew up, right, when she crossed like 400 500 subscribers, 400 500k subscribers, I think she mostly did not talk about books at all. So nowadays I'm not watching Haley. Vishwanathan, can't speak bad of HP series. It was groundbreaking for a generation that time. Yeah, true, really true. Abhirami has asked, must read non-fiction books. It's totally up to you. I did not read non-fiction books when I was until out of college, and after that I started reading them. And now I can say that non-fiction is definitely one of my most favorite genres because I have improved myself a lot because I read many non-fiction books. So it is really great. If you ask me, should you? I'll say it's totally up to you. That I think everyone will come to a point in their life when the only person who will be able to help them is themselves, and they'll not have that knowledge that is necessary. But books definitely will help you in that way. They did help me a lot, especially in 2020, and I'm so grateful that it happened. It was tough, but it happened, and non-fiction books did help me at that time. Neetman books asks, can you recommend a book to start off Stephen King? I've actually read only one Stephen King book, which is It, and I read it also 3 years back again, and I liked the experience of it. It was like huge. I don't know why I started with that, but I finished it, and I'm currently reading my second Stephen King, which is Insomnia. Okay, again a big one. I don't know what's my problem. So I'll probably no, it's not probably. I'll definitely review it after finishing it, but I'm not sure how soon I'll be finishing it. So that's that. I want to read all his classics also, like Pet Cemetery, Shining, everything like that. Mist, everything. Book lore for all time. Best Shadowhunter book and character and why. Best Shadowhunter book is Lord of Shadows. I don't even want to say why. That is just the best work of Cassandra Clare so far. Favorite character, okay. I don't have any specific Shadowhunter as my favorite. My most favorite is Magnus Bane, and he's not a Shadowhunter, okay. He need not be a Shadowhunter, not to be amazing. And the series itself is the Shadowhunter Chronicles, but I like Downworlder compared to any of the other Shadowhunters in that series. I'm sure, okay, people might even hate some Shadowhunter, but I'm sure no one hates Magnus Bane. The bookish people. I also love Manpreet. She is like a total booktuber and book freak. Like she has produced so many videos, around 600, but I think she hasn't received the result fully. Yeah, truly. I think it's mainly because of the fact that she's not as much consistent. She used to be like for a particular period of time, like 2 to 3 years back, because I'm a subscriber for that many days. I know about her channel, and her quality, the video quality of hers has not at all been low at any point. So that's definitely that. I like that very much. Anna Book says, hi, Anna Books. Arn Anthony says, Kaiju. What is Kaiju? I don't get it, Arn Anthony. Now, Anna Book asks some question. Did you make video in one shot or you make small parts and combine that? I make videos on one shot, you're asking. I make it in multiple parts and then only edit because it's easier for me to film clips together rather than just editing an entire clip, because that is difficult and frustrating for me. So I film chunks of the video. Like if I'm taking like a 10-minute video, I'll divide it into 7 to 10 pieces and film them separately. And while I'm editing, I'll just add all of them together. That was a great question. Okay, if someone else is also booktubing and if you want some very how to say, very basic beginner tips, that's a great way to go. I've been doing it like that ever since I started from my first video. Even the video that you saw before this one, that is the bookshelf tour, was filmed and edited and uploaded like that. Great question, thank you for asking that. Anand, have you read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child book? Yeah, I have read it. It sucks. I don't know why that book still exists in the world. Anandini asks, next shadow in the book after a lot of shadows. After a lot of shadows, obviously, Clockwork Princess. I cannot think of any other book. Clockwork Princess is like a hard piece of the Shadowhunter Chronicles. If that book doesn't exist, I don't know what should. I'm getting all Teared up. Sorry. Actor of all time. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character? Like, I like Hermione Granger. My most favorite is Dumbledore, obviously. And after Dumbledore, I also like Hermione so much because if there's no Hermione, there's no Harry Potter at all, in any way. Nathan Book says, you're always Team Magnus Bane, and I'm here for it. Yeah, definitely. Team Magnus Bane forever. I'm so upset that Magnus did not get that much of a part in the Dark Artifices. I'm expecting a lot in the Wicked Powers. Let's wait and see. If he does not make that much of an appearance there, I'm going to be pissed off. Definitely. Anthony says Cujo. Okay, I meant Cujo. Okay, I have not read Cujo. I have tried reading it twice, and both times I DNF'd it. But the next time I read it, I will finish it. Okay, I'm not sure when, but the next time I read it, I will finish it. And the book says, if you want, I can edit your videos. Thank you so much for the offer, but I'm like super specific of the things that I do, so that's why I'm not interested in giving my videos out to be edited. And yeah, as of now, no. Let's see sometime in the future. The bookish people says, I want to tell you that your channel is also so versatile. Like your topics are totally different, and you offer the best content. Feels like each and every video is produced at its best. Thank you so much for that, because it takes so much effort from my side, because the amount of time it takes to do videos about books is like so much more compared to doing videos about anything else. I've been watching Heartstopper, and in order to watch the series, I just have to spend 4 hours. But in order to read a single book and review it, it'll take at least like 15 hours easily, because I have to finish reading the book, I have to digest it in my mind, I have to script it, film it, edit it, upload it, and make sure that people are able to watch it. So it takes so much. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the comment. It means a lot to me. Anthony says, where does Shadows? Queen of Shadows? Queen of Air and Darkness, okay. Queen of Air and Darkness come at, I'll say it will be somewhere the top 5. Yeah, it must be 5. First one is Lord of Shadows, second one is Clockwork Princess, third one is City of Glass. Next, I'd probably say City of Heavenly Fire, and then I'll say Queen of Air and Darkness, because it does not feel like a final book to a series, okay? It just seems like the middle of a huge series. So, I can say it's at number 5. It will not go below that as of now. Maybe sometime in the future it will be. Book lover of all time asks, you like American English accent or British accent? Just curious. I like the American English accent a lot, because it is very very easier to talk compared to the British accent, and I'm also a person who speaks very fast. I've seen, okay, British accent is something which is not at all slow in it, sorry, fast in its tone. And if people talk slow, I just get bored and I'll get sleepy, because I speak fast, and my internal clock is always fast. Okay, so I like American accent very much. Honest talk, which is your must-read book. My must-read book is How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole Pera. That's the only book which I've said as must-read, because I know I'm not a person who can say you must read this book, but trust me, you must read that book no matter who you are, because it will transform you in some way or the other. It has transformed me. NM book says, try some Chetan Bhagat books. I'll try to read some sometime in the future maybe, but not anything as of now in this right moment. Divya Tejas Venkatesh is here. Hi bro, hi Divya Tejas. I think you're doing good. Nathan book says, do you read 2 or more books at the time? I read a lot of books at the same time, okay? Currently I'm reading Insomnia, as I said before, and News of Nightmares here. Apart from these, I'm also listening to the first book in the Percy Jackson series, which many have been like torturing me to read, okay? I cannot even say that you're saying me, because almost in every video I get people asking me to read Percy Jackson, so I think it's finally the time, and I finally have to read it. Let's just wait and see, okay? So as of now, I'm reading 3, and yeah, I do read even more than 3 books at the same time. It does happen. Bookish people says, do you think it's okay for 13-year-olds to read LGBTQ or romance with appropriate non-intimate content? Like, I asked my father to buy Partner Stars and told that it's romance. I was like, okay. I think it is okay, because we must be open to educating children in the young age about sexuality, because only then it will be healthier for them to follow it in the later years. I'm sure, okay, my generation, I can easily say, has not had any kind of how to say knowledge or open talk about that with our parents or with our peers also. I think it must happen at least in the younger people, so that moving forward we can be even more easy and even more how to say articulate of the things which we feel in our mind, and I think that will help a lot more people and solve a lot of more issues also. So I think everyone can read. Okay, sexuality is not something that is specific for adults alone. Some people even know what they are even at a very younger age. Um, Reading LGBTQ books or romance books in specific is not going to negatively affect anyone in any time. If you ask me, if it's appropriate for the age, it's appropriate for the age. That's it for me, according to me. You know about Ruby Granger? I think I've seen some of the thumbnails of that YouTuber's videos, but I've not watched any of the videos. I know that they are booktuber, sorry, YouTuber. Divya Tejas Venkatesh asks, bro, I thought of asking you to increase your video speed. Sometimes I feel your video slow even at 2x. Seriously, many people say that I talk a lot faster and they are not able to pick up with my speed. If you're, how to say, if you feel that my speed is slow even at 2x, I think you're like much faster than anyone else. So I'm sorry, I'll not be able to like speed it up more because I will stutter at times if I go faster than this, and many people will not be able to understand what I'm saying. So I'll not fast. How to say? I'll not increase my speed, rate of speech. I mean, and Anthony says, "Sorry, damn, I had in darkness. Sorry." Yeah, I understood it. No problem, no problem. Everyone makes typos. The bookish people says, like I'm almost 14, so that is why I asked. You can definitely read. Okay, I think anyone can read any book if they feel like they are how to say, they are okay with it. Krishna asks, any thoughts on online bookstores to avoid? Just want your suggestion at a part of a previous question, and trusted recommendations too. Obviously, Amazon is my most trusted because more than half of my bookshelf is filled from the books that I bought on Amazon, and Bookstore is also great. I'm not just saying because they collaborated with me before. Even before that, I bought a lot many books from Bookstore. I can say one half of my shelf is that from Amazon, the other half is from Bookstore easily. So both of them are great. Mm, want to avoid a chapter on bookstores because I had like a very bad experience, and this 98 books card also, which is like a complete rip off name again. I don't want to go negative, please. I don't want to go negative. And Anthony says, News of Nightmares by Lini Taylor. Yeah, I am reading that halfway through it. I'll definitely finish it this month. I'll try to review it also after I finish it because I'm enjoying it so much. Hmm. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I want to read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but I don't own the book set because they are like insanely expensive. I don't know why, but I'll definitely read them sometime in the future. Neetma and Books asks, have you read Red, White, and Royal Blue? Yeah, I read it last year, I think in March or February, and I did like it. Okay, it was very entertaining, and I understand why it is so hyped up. I'll not say that book is anything that has how to say it. Mm, it is not classically really good in any way, but as an entertaining read and a read which makes you feel happy for the things that are happening inside the book, it is an amazing book. So I did like it very much. I think I even rated it 5 stars because it was super entertaining, and I think I got everything that I expected from the book while I was reading it. No, I not. I think I got book of all time as your favorite English songs and artists. I'm trying to get some song recommendations. I don't listen to most songs other than those that are in Tamil movies, so I don't have that much. I've listened to some of Beyonce's songs, so I like them, like Crazy in Love, Single Ladies, and Halo. These are like some of my favorites, and they're also like some of the classic songs, if I'm not wrong. Neetman Book says, your video speed is okay, you don't have to speed it up. Yeah, I will not speed it up, don't worry. Thank you for saying that again. Divya Tejas Venkatesh asks, bro, how to read 2 or more books at a time? I tried twice. I feel one book is more interesting than the other. I take other book only after I complete the first book. Any advice? I have a video on parallel reading also, but my most how to say most efficient tip would be to try reading 2 different books in 2 different formats. Okay, for example, if you're reading one physical book, try to read the second book as an audio book or an ebook, so that you'll not feel like you're doing the same thing with 2 different books because they are in 2 different formats. Obviously, you're just reading, whether you're listening to the audiobook or reading the ebook, but that experience that you have while you're reading the book will be different. So that will help you read more than one book at a time. I mean, it will make it easier for you. The bookish people says, what do you think about collabs and paid reviews? Like I haven't been doing booktubing for 9 months, and I was just thinking about it. should I approach someone or just wait for them to do it, and how to approach? Okay, I personally have not approached anyone in terms of wanting to collaborate for a paid review or anything. People have just contacted me and paid with their products or money in order to endorse them here. Apart from that, I've been part of collaborations with other booktubers. I have not made a collaboration with others, but I have collaborated with others. That is like I have not asked for collaboration, but when I was asked, I accepted and did it with them because it was just fun to do. Even the book club thing that we are doing, it is also kind of like a collaboration. Oh, book club of all time asks, you do workout or you have interest? Okay, I am interested in fitness, but I am like a very lazy person physically. Okay, if you ask me to think for like 10 hours straight, I can. But if you ask me to like work out for an hour, I'll just become so tired. I don't know why. Okay, my body is just like that. But I do walk regularly, and I try to do some work continuously so that my body doesn't become like so laced out or anything. Give me some Tollywood recommendations. I don't watch Telugu movies. Okay, I'm a Tamil person, and even nowadays, I'm not even watching that many Tamil movies. That's not a really good thing. But yeah, I'm not able to find the time, enough time, in order to do anything other than working, reading, booktubing, and anything else. Okay, even meeting up with friends is not that much possible because of the time constraints. Because I have to read a lot more in order to make videos and make it worthwhile if you're watching my videos. Um, Nirman looks asks, what made you want to get into booktube? Okay, one main reason is that I don't have that many people around me who have the same reading taste as I do. For example, my most favorite genre is fantasy, and no one that's around me in the vicinity that read books are people who are interested in reading fantasy books. Okay, for example, I can say my brother itself, he likes reading books a lot. Okay, and he reads from very different genres. I think the only fantasy that he has read so far is Harry Potter, and that too he read only this year because he wanted to read Harry Potter reunion because he has watched the movies. Yeah, that's the main reason I think why I got into booktubing, because I wanted to find many more people whom I can interact with to find the books. How to say, to find people who love the books that I love. I'm just making such a mess of this. Okay, to find people who like the books that I do, and that's the main reason why I started booktubing. And also, I like speaking a lot. Public speaking is like one of my passions. So yeah, that's also one thing. Anthony asks, did you watch Hridayam? Okay, I did not watch Hridayam, but my brother watched it and told me that how it is, and it just felt like a mixture of very, how to say, very famous cult romance movies, and I'm like not interested. I can say I'm like more interested in watching like super commercial movies which have a lot of action, and how to say, it must be like a trademark commercial movie or something which is very original in stone. I'm not saying that I watch only good, like great movies or many movies. Nothing like that. Okay, I like commercial movies with a lot of songs and a lot of fight scenes. But how to say, I'm like kind of picky of how I want to spend my time or on which movies I want to spend my time watching. I have not even watched Triple R yet. I want to watch it. I don't know when I'm going to watch it, but I do want to. Next, the bookish people ask, I wanted to address an issue about age rating and mentions on YouTube. Videos like books for teenagers really confuses me. That should I buy as content might be suitable for older teens? What do you think? When we say teens, we cannot split that and say, right, that is, this half of the teens are younger and they are not supposed to read these books, and this part of the teens are elder and so they can read these books. We cannot divide the teenagers into two age ranges, because there is this huge category called young adult, and inside young adult there are like many genres. Okay, there are many genres and many subgenres, so it is difficult. Okay, we can recommend only specific type of books to specific type of people. And the main reason why most teen recommendation videos also have how do I say, kind of elderly teen books is because people who watch booktube videos like this one are those people who are like 14, 15 and above. I don't think there are that many people who are 13 years old and watch booktube. I'm sure that there are many people who are 14 and above who watch booktube. Even my channel's demographic is mostly composed of people who are in between like 15 and 25 years of age. To be even more specific, 18 and 25 years of age, which is like a very short bandwidth, but there are like millions of people within this age range itself. I think that's one of the main reasons why people concentrate on that, how to say, on that demographic, because there are many people there and there are many people who are looking out for interesting things to read in that group because we all experience a lot of things in that time period, right? I think that's why. Okay, guys, there's only 5 more minutes left, so if you have any more questions, just shoot them off continuously so that we can end the chat well. And I just love this chat. Okay, thank you so much, guys. You've been asking like amazing questions. Heathma Book says, same here. So I started watching BookTube, and after watching you and so many other amazing BookTubers, I was inspired to get into BookTubing. So thank you. You're welcome. You're so much welcome, and thank you for letting me know it here on the live chat. Mm, do you watch any Marvel movies? If so, what's the favorite one? Okay, I do watch Marvel movies because I do like superhero stuff. Okay, as of now, my most favorite I can say are Thor Ragnarok. I love that film, and Doctor Strange. Who doesn't like Doctor Strange, right? So Doctor Strange. I have not watched any of Tom Holland's Spider-Mans. I want to watch all of them. Um, what else can I say? I like all the Thor movies specifically. I have not watched Iron Man before this year. I've watched Iron Man and Iron Man 2 this year. I have not watched Part 3 yet, but I will. Even the Avengers movies as a whole are really good. And I also like DC movies, okay, because they have really good backstories. Like Wonder Woman, can you even think of some movie which is as good as a superhero movie like Wonder Woman, which released in 2017, I think, with Gal Gadot? It's awesome. Venkatesh says, bro, in most books I have read, author has not killed any of the main characters, which makes me lose the thrill and the action sense. Any suggestion on books where author does vice versa? Try reading Nevernight because you'll not be able to guess who's going to die, who's going to live. I'm not able to think of any other books. You can try Stranger Things also. In the beginning of the book, you can see that one of the main characters is going to die, and it is like legit real death, not like figurative. Anthony says, okay, I'm offended. It's okay. Which is the recent movie you watched? This movie I watched Beast. Okay, I watched Beast on Monday with my brother again. He had a day off and I got off work quick. So there was a show in the evenings. We went there and watched it. And also, thank you for asking that. That is the first movie that I watched on the theater ever since the pandemic started. And the last movie which I watched in theater was in 2019, so it's over 2.5 years, and just now I watched it. Yeah, the last movie which I watched on theater was Joker, and after Joker I just watched Beast. The bookish people ask, did you read Geronimo's Children in your childhood? No, I have not read. FIG or Fig says, have you read The Silent Patient? No, I have not read The Silent Patient yet. The bookish people says, please make a video on your favorite childhood books. I'll try to, okay, because I don't have that much memory of the books that I read in childhood. I'll try to sometime if I can recollect all of them. Prabhu Shankar asks, have you read Book of Dust? I have not read Book of Dust, but I have the Book of Dust with me. I'll read it sometime since I loved his start materials. When is Chain of Thorns again? Chain of Thorns, I think it is releasing sometime the beginning of November. I'm pissed off that it is going to be that late, but I'm also glad that it is releasing on my birth month, so there's that. Have you heard of The Third Door by Alex Banyan? Yeah, I have heard about that book. My brother has actually finished reading it, and that is also a recommendation which I got from Manpreet from Indian Booktuber. I want to read it. My brother also said that it is really good. It is like a mixture of all different non-fiction books. I think it must be something like The Almanac of Nawal Ravikant, something like that. I like that book. I mean, how was this movie? It was good. Okay, I liked it. Okay, I got what I expected out of the movie. It was not great or anything. There are like multiple Vijay movies which are like far better than that, but it was fun. Okay, I like that. I don't know why people hate it. Will you go for Lock the Box Fair in Chennai? When it is happening? When is it happening? If it happens in the location in Chennai, I'm definitely going to be there. I will definitely go. Book lover of all time says, I'm a 14-year-old and I read 50 Shades. Google said don't read that at this age, but I don't find anything wrong in it. It's up to you. I have not read it yet, so I cannot talk much about it. Live Life says, can a person be in reading slump for 5+ months? Yeah, it can happen. It can